Hi, this is Kim Reads Urantia. Nice to see you today. And okay, we're going to read from the Urantia book. First, we're going to read Light the Flame. Okay. And today's reading is from Brother Lawrence of the Resurrection. Brother Lawrence was a French monk, and he lived in the 1600s from 1614 to 1691. And he's known for, he was a cook in the monastery. The secret to cultivating holiness by practicing the presence of God in the ordinary business of life. So when you're out doing your regular stuff, just remember back that God is with you, God is watching you, you're never alone. You're literally never alone. So whenever you're doing stuff, just remember that you're in the presence of God, and it's going to change how you feel about everything you do. It's going to bring holiness into your countenance, into your being. So that's a way to cultivate holiness. Okay. Lord, if there was one grace I could beg of you, it would be that in every state and station, my soul could keep up with you unbroken conversation. So always be talking, or just in the back of your mind, you know that God is there, that you're just, seeing everything, and oh, check that out, God, there's a cow, or there's a child playing in the park, isn't she beautiful, just whatever's going on, or geez, God, that was really a difficult presentation, or I hope I answered that question right, and or I hope that person's okay, and what could I do to help that person, and just all the time, little things. Yeah, little things throughout your day. What do you think, God? Do you think the stew needs more pepper? I don't know. So, very good, very good. All right. So, here we've got section 6 of part 1, paper 10, the Paradise Trinity, the stationary sons of the Trinity, section 6. Okay, we'll go here. All law takes origin in the first source and center. He is law. Okay, so God the Father, the first source and center, is law. He is being. He is what is, kind of. The administration of spiritual law inheres in the second source and center. Okay, so spiritual law is the second source and center. The revelation of law, the promulgation and interpretation of the divine statutes, is the function of the third source and center. The application of law, justice, falls within the province of the Paradise Trinity and is carried out by certain sons of the Trinity. Okay, so the interpretation of the law is a third source, but the administrative part, the application of the law, right? So I'm thinking of government, thinking of our triune government here, the administrative branch and the spiritual law. Okay, so I'm thinking, well, the interpretation of law, that would be the courts. So that's like the spirit. I'm thinking that the administration of spiritual law, but administration is a carry out function. So what I'm thinking, okay, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the legislative is like the sun, right? And the courts are like the spirit, the infinite spirit. The first source and center is the law itself. He is law, and that's italicized, that's emphasized. So that would mean that somehow the Father or the Son is creating the Father, even as the Father has created the Son. But they've all existed together forever. So somehow the spirit of the law is within the Son. So that spirit of the law. Okay, but the Father is the law itself. Well, and the law is love. The law is to care about everything and everybody as much as you can. And yourself. That's the law. And the application of law, justice falls within the province of the Paradise Trinity. So all three of them together create this, the sons of the Trinity, the stationary sons of the Trinity that apply these laws. So these are the cops of the grand universe. Okay? All right. Justice is inherent in the universal sovereignty of the Paradise Trinity. But goodness, mercy, and truth are the universe ministry of the divine personalities. Okay, only my Father in heaven is good. The Father is good. I don't know. The Son is merciful. The Son has to be mercy. And truth is interpreted by the Spirit. Okay, let's leave it there. And I don't know. I make these kind of like little coordinations, conjectures, but you know, I have to remind you guys, I don't know. You know, that's you know, I'm just kind of doing that. I just kind of automatically do that. Okay. Goodness, mercy, and truth are the universe ministry of the divine personalities whose deity union constitutes the Trinity. Justice is not the attitude of the Father, the Son, or the Spirit. Right. So the Father's attitude is goodness. The Son is mercy. The Spirit is truth. Justice is the Trinity attitude of these personalities of love, mercy, and ministry. Okay? No one of the Paradise deities fosters the administration of justice. Not one of them. Justice is never a personal attitude. It is always a plural function. So they function together to create justice. I want to just say here, like here before I said what goodness, mercy, and truth here, but down here later it says that love, mercy, and ministry. So that's a very loose kind of thing that I do. Don't take me so seriously on that. I'm just trying to make connections, okay? But I think that it's clear though that not one of them is the decider. They decide together, or they create beings together that are capable of carrying out divine justice. Okay, evidence. The basis of fairness, justice in harmony with mercy. Fairness is justice in harmony with mercy. That makes sense. Is supplied by the personalities of the third source and center. The conjoint representative of the Father and the Son to all realms and to the minds of the intelligent beings of all creation. So there are courts up there in heaven, okay, and there is evidence. The third source and center, the Spirit, provides evidence. Like here's what happened. Here's the physical stuff, because that third source and center is most closely related to the physical, right? Yep. There's the sun. Lincoln, do you want to come here and say hi once? Come here and say hi. Just come here. Don't be shy.
Hello.
This is my wonderful son, Lincoln. Okay. All right. Judgment, the final application of justice in accordance with the evidence submitted by the personalities of the infinite Spirit, is the work of the stationary sons of the Trinity, beings partaking of the Trinity nature of the united Father, Son, and Spirit. Sorry, I got something in my eye all the time. Okay. So these Trinity, so justice is, judgment is carried out by the Trinity sons. This group of Trinity sons embraces the following personalities. 1, Trinitized secrets of supremacy. 2, Eternals of days. 3, the Ancients of days. 4, Perfections of days. 5, Recents of days. 6, Unions of days. 7, Faithfuls of days. 8, Perfecters of wisdom. 9, Divine counselors. And 10, Universal censors. All right, and I see here with the six of these 10 have days in their title. So that tells me, that suggests to me that these beings are closely related with time, with history, with keeping track of stuff, right? Hey God, I don't want your freaking gifts of life, whatever. I don't want it. I don't want you. But that's not a final. So if people might need to hear that, if they've known a loved one has committed suicide, we don't have final authority over our own existence. Not until we reach a point of maturity. And then we choose. We do choose. But at this point on this life, nobody has that authority in this life. When we get to the Urantia worlds, with mansion worlds, we have to go through most of them before we are able to make that choice effectively. So there's so much more information, more that we need to know. So don't worry if your loved one has done such a thing. They don't know yet. They don't know what they're doing yet. Okay. All right. We are the children of the three paradise deities functioning as the Trinity. For I chance to belong to the 10th order of this group, the universal censors. So thank you. The author of this paper is a universal censor. These orders are not representative of the attitude of the Trinity in a universal sense. They represent this collective attitude of deity only in the domains of executive judgment, justice. Okay. Okay. So they're carrying out justice here. But in the total sense, there's lots about the Trinity that doesn't have to do with these stationary suns. Right. They were specifically designed by the Trinity for the precise work to which they are assigned, and they represent the Trinity only in those functions for which they were personalized. The Ancients of Days and their Trinity origin associates mete out the just judgment of supreme fairness to the 7 superuniverses. In the central universe, such functions exist in theory only. Their fairness is self-evident in perfection, and Havona perfection precludes all possibility of disharmony. So those things are only ideas. They're not really carried out against anybody there. But all the beings there, they understand this. Yeah. Justice is the collective thought of righteousness. Mercy is its personal expression. Mercy is the attitude of love. Precision characterizes the operation of law. Divine judgment is the soul of fairness, ever conforming to the justice of the Trinity, ever fulfilling the divine love of God. When fully perceived and completely understood, the righteous justice of the Trinity and the merciful love of the Universal Father are coincident. But man has no such full understanding of divine justice. Thus, in the Trinity, as man would view it, the personalities of Father, Son, and Spirit are adjusted to coordinate ministry of love and law in the experiential universes of time. Yeah. Okay, so that means we just need to trust them. So this is so much bigger than we're capable of understanding. Divine justice is. That's another reason why I totally still believe in reincarnation. And because it's bigger than just one lifetime. It must be. Even though the book kind of denounces reincarnation. I think that's probably categorical. But that's just my opinion. I understand a lot of people disagree with me with that. Yep, and there are more existences out here. But what pertains to this here has to be worked out here. I feel that what's going on here has to be addressed here. So, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Again, just my feelings on it. Of course, I went to the doctor today. See, I got blood drawn out of there. I don't have good veins. They have to go in my hand for stuff, so that's what they do. Anyway, okay. All right. We'll see you guys next time. Love ya. All right, take care. Bye.